Yo, what's good everybody? Today I'm going to be doing a guide on how to play Claudio in-game. So this is going to be just to help people figure out how to use this character properly. There's two ways of using this character, but there's three ways if you get what I mean. One of the ways is how to use him at the wall, but that's completely different. But the two ways of using him is the offensive side and the defensive side. So if you are playing against someone who is very aggressive, constantly wants to be on the attack, there's a certain way you need to play. And if you're playing against someone who's just prodding away and just backdashing, staying away, then there's another way of how to play. So first off, I'm going to go against how people who are really aggressive, how you should play against them. So if you're playing against someone who's really aggressive and just wants to come at you and just poke away, sidestep, whatever, just prod away at you, your best way of playing that is creating space. So once you see an opportunity to get yourself a move in there, obviously when they've done with all their stuff, your best moves to use are forward 3, back 1 and down forward 4. They are the best moves to use against someone who's really aggressive, because these moves create that distance, that if they are that aggressive that they can press after it, you're giving yourself that opportunity to backdash away a little bit more, make their moves worse and get yourself a hop kick involved. Obviously you could use you could counter it for your down forward 2 to try, if they're getting a bit like button happy and pressing away, then that's what you need to be doing. But if they're constantly at you, Claudio is best at range. He's always best at range. So you need to keep them away. Use moves that have long reaching, even if you've got Starburst, keep them away. Even using down 1-2 as a poke with Starburst, not without Starburst, is something you're going to have to be doing, as long with getting your lows in. Doing down back 4-3 into backdash would work really well if they want to try jab, because you can hop kick or any other certain launcher you want to be able to do. So when you're playing against someone who's really aggressive, these are the tools you need to be using. Otherwise you're probably going to struggle, if you just try to play really slow with your forward 4, your back 3 and stuff like that, you'll probably get absolutely wrecked. So I wouldn't recommend trying to go back against them, with the back and forward. Just create that space, and Claudio's with punishment is absolutely amazing. So that's how you need to play against that. The defensive sort of person, so the one that will just do, like a back, if you're playing against in a mirror match, a back 3 and then they'll backdash away or whatever. To play against them, this is where the other side comes in. So it's not so much you need to be creating space, because what you're creating space for, they're not going to retaliate. They're just going to, alright, I'll just stay away. So what you want to be doing is, you want to be around this range, I'd say. So you can use your forward 4, keep your plus frames. They're probably not going to try and interrupt if they're so defensive. Mix it up with that. Even using 2-1, that's classed as a plus frame move, basically, against these sort of players that are just going to, I think, I'm always going to wait the third it's going to come. So there you go, that's mental plus frames. Same with the back 3, mental plus frames. So using stuff like this as well with the sidestep in the open, obviously throw out the odd back 1, but down forward 3-2, jab. Keep them on the toes. Keep them guessing. Whether you can if they're that patient, obviously that's with only being neutral. If they're that patient, you could do 2 of these in a row and then sidestep it. Create your offense without being too risky, because you're not doing anything like risky. If you're doing sidestep and you're pressuring with your sidestep and you want to throw out your down forward 3-1, you put yourself at -12. So what? That's not too bad. So you're being controlled with your aggression, but you're not being risky at all. So that's how you need to play against defensive players. You need to be sidestepping a lot, and just chipping away without doing anything too extreme. Don't be like, oh, he's going to block low, I'm going to do a down forward 1-2, and don't be just like hop kicking. It doesn't work like that. If you're wanting to play at a higher level, it doesn't work like that. You chip down at these sort of players. So the defensive type, you want to be aggressive, controlled. You want to be, sidestepping, chipping away with your lows, and you keeping your plus frames with forward 4 and even up forward 3. And then when people are aggressive towards you, so you want to be defensive, you want to be using forward 3, back 1, down forward 4. Keep them at a distance where they could force themselves to whiff because they're too aggressive. Finally, at the wall, the only 3 moves I'd say the best moves to use at the wall, right? I'd say you could use Claudio's wall pressure with 3 moves. You could do sidestep 4, sidestep back 1, and down forward 3-1 is basically all you need, right? The best moves to use at the wall is down forward 3-2, because if they retaliate after that, you have time to sidestep with it only being -2. Obviously, there's the classic down forward 3-2 shoulder setup. Wouldn't recommend because you know a lot of people expect this these days, and will just wait on launcher. But yeah, down forward 3-2, back 3. You know, just sidestep back 3 because it's good mental frames because you're not scared of that. Sidestep 4. I wouldn't recommend doing any other low at the wall. I wouldn't recommend doing this. Absolutely no need. No need to do any other low. Jabs, just jabbing away, you know, into sidestep or power crush or back switch, whatever you want. Jabs really good at the wall, especially just doing 1 into 1-2, you know, because the +6 on hits, so they're really good. Forward 4 is good at the wall if you do sidestep forward 4, because if you try, you know, like do a wall selling 4, you can hit confirm that. Definitely down forward 3-1, back 1. But if you're stood still like this, you know, doing whatever moves, all these moves, nobody has to duck. You need to be moving. You have to be moving. If you've got the I know people will be like, oh well, you've done sidestep 4. If you're just going to sidestep again, they can interrupt and do stuff. This is where you have to make sure they can't do that. You know, check them with the down forward 3. If you've done sidestep 4, check, because you've got enough time to, if it hits, do whatever you want after it. So if this hits, then you know they're going to be a masher. But if it doesn't hit, sidestep again. You know, look how long I think you can delay this. You can stand still for ages and then do it. You cannot react to that move. So if you're not sidestepping at the wall, you're not really making them be scared of anything. But I wouldn't get into a flow chart where you're like, oh, I'll do 2 sidesteps and then a back 1. Or I'll do 1 sidestep and always try to do that. Just try and mix it up all the time. Always try not to think to yourself of what you're going to do next. Just go with how it feels. Sometimes just doing this into backdash will work. Or, you know, forward 4 into backdash will work. Because I might try down jab. And then you can do the whiff punishment. But these are the 3 ways you need to be playing. But you need to be playing Claudio. The wall game is always the same. You always need to be moving at the wall and just make them want to duck with the sidestep 4. And if someone's playing aggressive against you, that's where you need to keep them out and whiff punish. If they're playing really defensive, you need to get in with safe moves, quick moves, and just try to chip away at the life. But yeah, this is how you should be playing Claudio Serafino at a high level. This is how you're going to be able to improve your game. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.